Okay, this is a continuation of 1.3, subtracting integers with tiles and number lines. Before watching the recording, please make sure you have this worksheet in front of you. So if you need to pause it, go and get the worksheet now, along with the colors that you need, red and yellow, or anything that you're using to represent the positive, negative integers. So I'm going to continue. Make sure that you've watched part 1 first, subtracting with tiles. We're moving on to part 2, subtracting integers with number lines. Now in this case, you may switch the signs. And you actually have to as part of your work, meaning you have to rewrite the equivalent integer equation. Why do you switch the signs? Well, like I said, you should have watched the first video on subtracting with tiles, because what you'll see is that that step, especially when you're bringing in those zero pairs, it's to show that whatever you're doing to one side of the integer equation, you're doing to the other side, because you want to preserve the value of what you're subtracting from. So in this case, we have, okay, let's look at number 1 here. You have positive 2 minus positive 9. You're going to, as part of your work, you need to rewrite the equivalent addition equation. So what happens is that first integer, you do not switch the sign, okay? But you switch the subtraction to an addition sign, okay? And then you switch the sign of the second integer. So it becomes positive 2 plus negative 9. I'm just going to highlight what we've switched. So like I said, you always switch it to an addition and you switch the sign of the second integer, okay? Because all of these equations really depend on that first integer, because you have to start off with positive 2 and you're subtracting from positive 2. Let's write that down again. So when you're writing the addition equation, switch to a plus sign in the middle, and you switch the sign of the second integer. Okay, do not touch the first one. Now you just show your work as follows, like what we did with adding with a number line. So positive 2 plus negative 9. So you're going to start off with positive 2. So I'm going to go from 0 to positive 2 right here. And I'm going to write down positive 2 there. Okay. Now I'm going to start from positive 2, and then I'm going to go back negative 9. So I'm going to start positive 2, and I'm going to go back negative 9 spaces. And I'm going to use a ruler as well. I hope you're doing the same thing. So you're going to go back negative 9. Okay, so your answer is negative 7. Okay, I'll do the next one with you as well. So, okay, this time it looks the same, but it's different. Negative 2 minus positive 9. Go ahead and pause the recording and try to switch the signs yourself for the addition equation. So you have to show that as part of your work. I'm going to continue. You have negative 2, and again, you're going to switch it to adding, plus, and you're going to switch this sign, negative 9. You have to show this as part of your work when you are subtracting with a number line. So same thing, you're going to take your ruler, you're going to go from 0 to negative 2 here and show that representation. Okay, and then I'm going to label this, and make sure you have all the labels as I have here. And then you're going to continue onwards, which looks like we have to extend that number line there. So showing negative 11 because I need more. So we're going to go all the way here. And we're going to show plus negative 9. And we know that our final answer equals negative 11. All right. So to repeat, you are allowed to switch the signs when you are subtracting with a number line. Only that, and not when you are using tiles. So again, you're going to switch it to a positive or an addition sign, and you are going to switch the sign of the second integer. We did that up here, and we did that down here. Where in the second example, -2, it became -2 plus -9. You're going to show your work as similar to when we did it adding with the number lines. Okay, go ahead and do number 3 on your own and number 4. Okay. There is a notes page down here as well, but we did cover the notes already. So I'll leave you to do the rest on your own. Please come and see me if you have any other questions.